Buongiorno a tutti! Hello everyone! Welcome back to my channel. I'm Valentina Stella, native Italian teacher, and today we're going to go over 50 essential Italian phrases at the grocery store. With this series, I guide you through some of the most common and important phrases that we use in the typical situations that you encounter when visiting or living in Italy. So today I'm going to take you with me at the grocery store, and we're going to learn about the phrases and expressions that you may need there. So let's begin. Iniziamo. Requesting assistance. Can I ask you? Posso chiedere a lei? Now, this question, you can use this in any shop, and that's how we ask for help in Italian. So if you are in any kind of shop and also the grocery store, you can ask someone, can I ask you? Posso chiedere a lei? And then when they tell you, sure, certo, you proceed with your request, with your question. So remember, posso chiedere a lei? Also remember that you are very welcome to repeat aloud after me so that you can immediately practice this with me. Andiamo. Let's move on. Where is the fruit department? Dov'è il reparto della frutta? Where is the vegetable department? Dov'è il reparto delle verdure? Where is the meat department? Dov'è il reparto della carne? Where is the dairy department? Dov'è il reparto dei latticini? And this is going to be useful for you if you go to one of our bigger supermarkets, supermercati. If you like this kind of videos, please make sure to subscribe to my channel and also make sure to enable all the notifications by clicking on the bell and selecting all. This way you're going to be notified anytime I post a new video. Fruit and vegetables. 1 kilogram of apples, please. 1 chilo di mele, per favore. Now, the word for kilogram in Italian is actually chilogrammo. Chilogrammo. But in reality, we often shorten that, because even for us, it can be a mouthful. So we just say 1 chilo. 1 chilo, 2 chili, 3 chili, and so forth. So whenever you want to buy 1 kilogram of something, just say 1 chilo di and add the thing, like for example, mele, apples. Do you have ripe bananas? Avete banane mature? Molto bene. Now, here's something that I think I point out in almost all of my videos of this series. Why are we using avete? This is a question that you may ask. Avete means voi, you all, so you plural. Why are we saying that if we're talking to one person? The reason why is that we're talking to someone in a shop, so in a business. And when we refer to a business, we use voi, so you plural, because a business is usually made of more than one person. It's a complex structure, a complex organization. So that's why in Italian we use voi. That's the reason why, and that's why you're going to notice this a lot in all of the, in most of my videos of this series, because in this series we cover conversations with a lot of shops and small businesses, etc. So remember, avete whatever. In questo caso, avete banane mature? Do you have ripe tomatoes? Avete dei pomodori maturi? I need 2 eggplants. Mi servono 2 melanzane. I would like some cherries. Vorrei delle ciliegie. And vorrei something is the classical way of asking for something in Italian. So as you can see, you can use this expression even at the grocery store. just ask vorrei, I would like, which actually it means I would want, but that's a polite way of saying I want, I would want, vorrei, and then you add whatever you want. In this case, some cherries, delle ciliegie. How much does a basket of strawberries cost? Quanto costa un cestello di fragole? Do you have ripe pineapples? Avete degli ananas maturi? A bag of ready-to-use lettuce, please. Una busta di lattuga già lavata, per favore. So, ready-to-use in Italian, ready-to-use vegetables, we don't say ready-to-use, but we say already washed, because that's the point. The point is that they have been washed and dried, so that's how we say lattuga già lavata, already washed lettuce, or it could be any other kind of product, but it's già lavato, so already cleaned and ready to be used. I would like a bunch of basil. Vorrei un mazzetto di basilico. Do you have cherry tomatoes? Avete I pomodori ciliegini? Dairy. How much does this cheese cost? Quanto costa questo formaggio? Again, quanto costa is one of those phrases, questions that you use in any kind of situation. So, what do? You just ask quanto costa, how much it costs. That's how we phrase it, quanto costa, and then you add the thing you're asking for. Quanto costa questo formaggio? Do you have stracchino cheese? Avete dello stracchino? And if you don't know what stracchino is, it's a soft cheese that you can spread over bread, for example. And it's a classical ingredient of a classical Italian dish from Emilia-Romagna, which is la piadina romagnola. And that's like a roll of bread, and it's usually filled with stracchino, rucola, and prosciutto crudo, and it's really delicious. La piadina. Can I have grated Parmesan cheese? Posso avere del parmigiano grattugiato? Do you have buffalo mozzarella? Avete la mozzarella di bufala? I'll take 1 liter of fresh whole milk. Prendo 1 litro di latte fresco intero. So fresco means fresh and intero means whole in Italian. So we say latte fresco intero. Do you have semi-skimmed milk? Avete del latte parzialmente scremato? Now, I do know this is a mouthful, but you may want that and need that. So remember, semi-skimmed milk in Italian is latte parzialmente scremato, which means partially skimmed milk. So we're actually saying the same thing, only in Italian it sounds a little bit harder. Do you have long life milk? Avete il latte a lunga conservazione? Can I have a pack of strawberry yogurt? Posso avere una confezione di yogurt alla fragola? Do you have unsweetened yogurt? Avete yogurt senza zucchero? And this is another thing that I always highlight when we are talking about food. So if you're at the restaurant, the cafe, and you want something free, for example, sugar-free, milk-free, gluten-free options. Remember that in Italian we say without and the thing. So unsweetened, so sugar-free, senza zucchero. Gluten-free, senza glutine. Milk-free, senza latte. That's the proper way of saying that in Italian. Meat. I would like 1 kilogram of ground beef. Vorrei 1 chilo di manzo macinato. Can I have some pork ribs? Posso avere delle costolette di maiale? How much does a roasted chicken cost? Quanto costa un pollo arrosto? I need 5 pork sausages. Prendo 5 salsicce di maiale. I need 200 grams of ham. Mi servono 2 etti di prosciutto cotto. Now, when you go to the grocery store, this is a word that you encounter a lot. Etti. Un etto, so 1 etto, means 100 grams. 2 etti means 200 grams. And 3 etti means 300 grams. And so forth. So, etto is another way of saying 100 grammi. And we use that a lot, especially when you buy meat and prosciutto and mortadella and all these kind of things. So if you hear that, that's what they're saying. They're talking about grams, 100 grams or more, or multiples of 100 grams in Italian. So you can say this sentence 2 ways. You can say mi servono 200 grammi di prosciutto cotto. That's how you can say that. That's literal translation. But something that's very, very common. It's something I, for example, would say when I'm buying these things. I would say mi servono 2 etti di prosciutto cotto, because 2 etti is equal to 200 grams. I would like some prosciutto for a sandwich. Vorrei un po' di prosciutto crudo per un panino. Now, let's take 1 minute for vocabulary. Of course, with these phrases, you're not just learning the phrases, but you're learning plenty of vocabulary that's specific for the situation we're talking about. So, of course, we have today plenty of vocabulary about food. Something I want to point out. In Italian, we have 2 kinds of prosciutto. Most people think that prosciutto in Italy is only what most people call prosciutto in English, which is not. In Italian, prosciutto by itself usually is not clear enough, because prosciutto can be 2 different things. It can be ham, or it can be what you call prosciutto. What you need is an adjective. So prosciutto crudo is the complete form for what you call prosciutto. So which is the darker one, let's say that the way. That means raw prosciutto. If you want ham, let me show you the previous page, the previous slide. If you want ham, that's prosciutto still, but it's prosciutto cotto, cooked prosciutto. So remember, in Italian we have 2 types of prosciutto. If you want ham, that's prosciutto cotto. If you want prosciutto, that's prosciutto crudo. Va bene? Okay, let's move on. How much does the beef roast cost? Quanto costa l'arrosto di manzo? I would like some lamb steaks. Vorrei delle bistecche di agnello. Bread and cereals. Do you have fresh bread today? Avete del pane fresco oggi? I would like 1 kilogram of bread, please. Vorrei 1 chilo di pane. Grazie. See, again, we're not saying chilogrammo, we're just saying 1 chilo. Can I have 2 baguettes, please? Posso avere 2 baguette, per favore? Quick trick I always teach to all my students. Foreign words we use plenty in Italian, I know. When you use them, do not add any s's to make it plural. They stay the same for plural. So if you want to say 2 baguettes, in Italian it's 2 baguette. Una baguette, 2 baguette, 3 baguette. How many baguettes you have, it's always baguette. What changes is the number or the adjective. Do not change the word, it stays the same. I need some sushi rice. Mi serve del riso per sushi. Do you have whole wheat bread? Avete del pane integrale? So integrale means whole wheat, and you can use that even for pasta. Pasta integrale, even for rice. Riso integrale. Just remember, integrale means whole wheat or like whole in general. Like for example, riso integrale, not refined. Do you have gluten-free pasta? Avete pasta senza glutine? Remember what I told you before? Gluten-free is without gluten, senza glutine. Water, oil, and vinegar. How much does a crate of still water cost? Quanto costa un cestino di acqua naturale? How much is a bottle of sparkling water? Quanto viene una bottiglia di acqua frizzante? So acqua frizzante is how we say sparkling water, not still water. But what I want you to really notice in this sentence, in this question is, quanto viene? Quanto viene is an alternative way, not very much known, I think, for beginner learners or even intermediate learners, but it's very commonly used in Italian. So I want you to notice that. It's an alternative way of saying, how much does it cost? So instead of asking quanto costa, which literally means how much it costs, we ask quanto viene, how much does it come? That's another way we say that, and it's very, very natural in Italian. Quanto viene, and then you add whatever you're asking the cost for. Do you have 1.5 liter bottles of water? Avete bottigliette d'acqua? Sorry guys, no, bottigliette is the smaller ones. So, avete bottiglie d'acqua da 1,5 litri? So, bottiglia is a bottle. It's the bigger ones. 1 liter, 1.5 liters, or 2 liters. These are very common at the grocery store. If you want the smaller ones, these are more common at the bar, at the cafe, then you need to ask for bottigliette, which means small bottles. Bottigliette. Do you have extra virgin olive oil? Avete olio d'oliva extravergine? Do you have balsamic vinegar? Avete dell'aceto balsamico? Molto bene. Okay guys, that's all for today. I think you have plenty of vocabulary and expressions that you can use at the grocery store. Remember that you can practice these aloud, and that's going to help you with memorization and feeling more confident when you actually are at the store and you want to use them. So remember to practice, and also remember, if you haven't done that already, to subscribe to my channel and hit the bell and select all. This way you're going to be notified anytime I post a new video on the channel. For this specific series, I also have a playlist, so if you want, you can check that out. Until next time, have a great day and see you soon. Buona giornata e ci vediamo presto. Ciao da Valentina.